Okay, this will be an interesting one. I don't know exactly what it is. It's something. We'll soon find out. I'll soon show you what it is. Going map mode for this. Whoops. Okay, let's see what we have to present to the photocopier. We have here, it is some kind of, I've kept the tape on it, some kind of container. It's got a lid with some hole in it. That looks really nice. So we just turn it around. It's got all this lovely that crazed look in it. These have got sticky. We're just going to go on the side without the sticky. Sticky's probably going to be hard to pull off anyway. So I'm going to redonate it. So I'm not going to keep it. I'm going to put this on the glass. Trying to get this to sit nicely. It's tricky trying to line it up on the edge. I don't want it off the edge of the glass. Just try and see if that sits right. Just play with the buttons. I'm really missing a loved one, folks. And I'm trying to get my stuff to go to air on TV in order to find him. And I really miss my partner Luigi. That's what his name is. And this is really dark and you can't see much of the crazed. It still looks interesting. Maybe map mode is not suitable for this because it's not quite narrow lines of black or whatever. So I do think maybe we're just gonna lighten this off further. Maybe we'll switch to that. Actually, we'll switch to that, and we're just going to go and maybe go further with lightening it up by using this as well in tandem with that. But I'm really missing my partner and it's really lonely without him, and I did some stupid things when I was young which led to this, and I want to acknowledge that I made mistakes, and it's really difficult trying to go back and correct them, and this is way too light. I do think this version's better than this, even though that looks nice. But I really miss my partner and it's really lonely. I'm going to take this tandem one off. Just going to take off this tandem lightness. Maybe map was the better setting. But basically I really miss my partner and it's really proven extremely difficult. I'm going to put back the tandem, but basically it's proven difficult trying to get in touch, and I can't be bothered trying to bang my head against a brick wall trying to get in touch. Social media doesn't cut it. It doesn't spread as much. It's all under the ground. It's all under the surface. I need mainstream media such as TV, free-to-air TV, to help bring me out of this sitch. Now that looks faded. It looks nice, but this looks better. But basically I'm really lonely without my partner, and I really need to be together. I'm going to try and decide which one I'm going to use. This looks nice, but it's faded, but that looks too dark and gluggy. I do think the dark one, we're going to use that as our master copy. But basically, it does get very lonely and desolate being by yourself and not having someone always with you to talk to and to nuzzle up to love and to cherish. It's difficult. It really is, and I'm really sorry I did what I did. I made some stupid misjudgments, and I'm just really angry at myself, and I have only myself to blame, pretty much. I know it wasn't my fault. I have to acknowledge that as well, but I really made some real stuff-ups that have cost me so much, emotionally as well as financially, and yeah, it's just really difficult. Now that looks shit. That looks really dark and does look shit. Looks a bit, yeah, maybe a bigger enlargement would be in order. I think we're going to go at full blast. But basically I really feel the loneliness and what it does, and it doesn't do anything nice. I'm going to just maybe lighten this one off. But basically, yeah, it's really difficult trying to appeal to the media for help. I know they don't, I get the feeling they just don't care. Like they don't care that someone is missing a loved one. Now I'm actually thinking maybe this one's the better one. Yeah, I think so. But basically, it does get lonely, it does get desolate. You got lots of time to think about what you did wrong when you were young and careless and had everything at your fingertips. So you sort of are constantly reminded of what you did wrong, what I did wrong, I should say. I'm constantly remembering what I did wrong and thinking of the past over the future, feeling the pain and the suffering that goes with the foolishness that you did. People hating upon you because they believed in me. People hating upon me because they believed in me and I didn't even believe in myself. And that looks shit. This is not a good one, folks. This is a real shit job. I don't like this one. I don't know why I got it so dark. I know it's that. Got to lighten it. This is a difficult one, folks. Trying to decide. Don't know why I did this one, to be honest, folks. But it's experimental. This work I do is often on the edge of experimental. It's really difficult often to try and get something half decent out of what I do, and trying to switch back and forth from different ones, thinking that not being able to make up your mind which one's the best. It's really tough. This is really not an easy art. You know, this is proving to you folks that photocopier art is not easy, is not always easy. You know, a lot of it's highly experimental, and therefore it's not always going to achieve the results you want. So you got to realise, folks, that photocopier art isn't all easy. And this is one of the, apart from Luigi as well, this is another thing I'd like to have on television to prove that my dad and my brother hate what I do. They think it's foolishness, and my dad calls it foolishness. And my brother, he got teased about it by some people, and he went off and got stuck into me because of those people. And my dad and my brother, I consider them to be bullies in the family to me. And I'm not happy with that. And I'm really angry, and I'm trying to prove that my work does have a place, and that I don't need to be treated like shit because I like what I do, even though it doesn't make money or it doesn't give me good social credits, brownie points. I know it's not new normal. I know it's different. I know it's eccentric. And I know you guys hate, you and my brother and my dad hate eccentricity. They like to be normal. They're concentric people, perfectly rounded almost, without being perfect, but well-rounded, normal people who despise anything that's different or strange. And they are both popular. They both have gaggles of friends, and I don't. So there's a bit of a status war going on, and I'm the fucking loser all the time. They're right and I'm wrong. Fuck you, Dad. Fuck you, Steve-O. Fuck you both. You're going to fucking apologise, or I'll never talk to you ever again or see you ever again. I don't care that my nephew is involved. Oh yeah, I feel sorry for him. He's never going to see me until you fucking apologise, you dickheads. I am fucking not stupid. I am not wrong. You are both wrong, you assholes. Fuck you, bullies. Just like the people at school that I had to live with. Go fuck yourselves. I treat you with the same disrespect and hatred. In the sin bin you belong. Now they're in the sin bin, folks. Like the old footy sin bin. I don't know much about footy, but I remember they used to talk about, occasionally on the news you'd see they talked about disobedient players being sent to a place called the sin bin. I think it's just on the sideline or something, where disobedient players get put, or players that cause injury or harm get put. Now, they get kicked out of the game. Anyway, that's quite minimalist and subtle, but that's not too bad. I actually think we might make a switcheroo, or maybe we'll just leave it like that. I think we can call it quits.